So, a brief thought on my part. Each of the 6 medallions has some sort of symbol on it, each having a different symbol representing each element. And most of them make sense, you know, forest and water both look like, well, they look like wind and ice respectively, because that's what they were designed to be. The fire one looks kind of like a flame, and the spirit one looks like a yin-yang. But then, we've got the shadow medallion and the light medallion. And, well, my theory is, in both cases, the circles represent the Triforce, and in this case, the upside-down triangle is the dark sort of nothing in the middle. And in the case of the light medallion, it's the Triforce, and oh, look, it's light and shiny. Hello, everyone. I am Tessellating Hexagons, back with some more... What game is this again? Oh, yes, Master Quest. It would have been funnier if I'd been fighting a Stealthos whilst saying that, but, I mean, shut up. Wow, I did not expect that to be a one-shot. Okay. So, yeah. More Ganon's Tower, more elemental fuckery. I don't remember what this room is. Yeah, I had a feeling there'd be... Oh. And yet it moves. Well, how am I supposed to get over to that? Well, I mean, hover boots, I would have thought... Did I mention I'm going into this blind? Now, my inventory just there reminded me, actually, that I'm rather grateful, actually, that I'm going to have to go out of this dungeon and come back in order to... Hey, hang on, is there like a... There like hookshot targets on the ceiling that I'm ignoring or something? Also, very ominous-looking room, kind of ribcagey. What was I saying? Ah, yes. Okay, that is not the right answer at all. Oh, and you've respawned, lovely. I'm rather grateful that I have to go and get the blue potion by leaving the dungeon, because I feel like I might need... How did I know? How did I know that would trigger a switch? I might need an empty bottle for, at the very least, the water room, because I know you do in the original. I don't know about in Master Quest, because Master Quest is fucky, and there's bloody Deku Nuts down there. Don't think I didn't see. Right down there with your arsey nut pocket. That almost sounds like a racial slur. But it wasn't intended as one. And, no, I want this, please. Thank you. Nee. No, Link turn. Yes, okay. I'm sorry my commentary's not very good, but I am actually, like, very, very tired today. And I don't know why. Like, today and Sunday. Just, well, okay. Some context, today's Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday the 28th, I think. So, for some reason, today and Sunday, I've been really tired. But Monday I was fine, and I have no explanation for this. So if my commentary's crappy, then that is why. Now, you're going to need to die because you're standing on a silver rupee. Or a poopy rupee, as I've been calling it. How much is this one worth? 5, yeah, they tend to be. That was too casual. I shouldn't be so casual about the value of infinitely respawning money. Then again, I was about to utter a spoiler, but yeah, I mean, it's not super spoilery, but I shall refrain from discussing it anyway because it'll become relevant in due course anyway, and please tell me that wasn't on like a timer or something. Now, let's do some explodey things. Yeah, you could just... Oh, wow, a double kill. I was not expecting that. Does that mean that you over there, can I bomb you from here? Can I shoot for 3 in this bonus game of basket bomb? No, but surprisingly close. Well, I guess we should just whip out our lens of truth again, and maybe the shoot boots. Oh, there. I'm sorry, I did say in advance this episode may contain shitty commentary. You were warned. Lucky for me, you could stand on invisible platforms as long as you like, because the fact that you can see them has nothing to do with whether or not they're actually there. So, they're truly invisible. Hello! You thought you could pull one over me like you did in the forest temple. Son, I am disappointed. Also, we're going to have to shoot it from here, because otherwise the arrow will get stopped on this block that we're standing on. Which for some reason I thought was invisible, but no, it couldn't have been, because I... Yeah. Yes, because I knew. They really like arrows in this section, apparently. And that would have been such a dick move if that somehow turned this platform off. I don't know why that would happen, but you never know. Do. Also, I don't know why we're collecting these keys, but I feel like we need them in the light room, so... Score 2 for me saying that we should do light last and being right. Now, it does suck somewhat that we're going to collect the silver rupee in midair. Not a big fan of that idea. What, did I land? Am I standing on something? Wow. I feel like I was kind of saved by the guillotine, which that never happens. Well, it certainly doesn't happen in real life. How could he be... Well, I suppose you could make some reference to some sort of spiritual salvation by being exalperated from the mortal world by having your head chopped off, and that's spiritual salvation, because guillotine... I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do know how to summon a sage. By the power of perseverance, I summon Impa, the Sage of Shadow.
The shadow barrier is dispelled. Please save the princess.
Will do, Jothy Woo. See, I could... I could have terrible times with my throat. I could keep up the alliteration and call her Jothy Jew, but I feel like people would take offense to that, even though no offense is intended. So, that's the shadow room. Not that arsey, but also kind of arsey. Who's next? The water room! Yum yum. Now, I do recall the water room being harder in Ocarina of Time. I don't remember why. So I know there's a lot of icy yeah, we did need an empty bottle. I did a good. Which is okay, because I was going to wait until we'd done all the barriers before getting the blue potion anyway. But, yay! I have good judgment. And hello, hand. Don't think I don't see you over there. See, that there's not even a dead hand in here. There's just a dead hand's hand. Just to hold you in place so you can get got by the falling icicles. That's kind of dickish. That's fluent in the language of penises. That is dickish. Now, speaking of dickish, I think we have another case of find the crystal switch hidden amongst the crystals. Oh, Link doing a little jump there. I don't remember where to look, but rest assured I shall find it. Unless you want me to bring in some of my... bring in blue fire from the outside world, heaven forbid. I don't remember what to do. So I shall attack all the things. I may have to speed up until I find it, because I don't want to bring you lovely people on this journey of death and destruction. On the quest to find a jickishly hidden switch. Yes, that's exactly what it is. A dickishly hidden... switch that is hidden and penisy. I'll be right back. Oh. It was hidden inside the wall. I don't know how you're supposed to figure that one out. But, I mean, the hand is there, so... I suppose that's to keep you from getting to this in time, because... that switch is on a really dickish timer, and if you get got by the hand, you won't have time to get to here and use the fire on the thing. See, I was just about to... I was about to give up and say, well, okay, maybe there's a switch in another room that permanently turns it off for good. I don't remember that being a thing that happens, but... Oh. Well, we're back up to full money, not that we need it. And is that hand gonna respawn? That's a risk I'm willing to take. Because... it doesn't really matter, no skin off my bones or nose. Is it... okay, that expression, is it no skin off my bones or no skin off my nose? Because I first heard it, of all places, in Ed, Edd and Eddy, and it sounded like nose, and I've heard it said as nose before as well, but I don't know whether that was erroneous. And so even anything in that, I feel like there's probably something in that chunk of red ice, but if we need it, we'll come... Nah. I might need some blue fire for the next room. And... don't grab my face. If you want to hit my face, slap me. Slap me good and proper, you pasty-ass bitch nugget. I hate how bitch nugget is the first place I go to with, like, this flavour of insult. I'd rather have something a bit more creative. Anyway, we need a key. We have 2. We're good at life. We win. Now, this room here, yeah, we needed more blue fire. Yikes. Ikachipwa. That probably meant something. I apologise. So, also fire keys in an ice room. Well, I mean, and ice keys in an ice room, even better. Props for creativity, I suppose? Now, I don't remember what the deal here is. Certainly, in Vanilla Ocarina of Time, you needed to come through here. Oh, I think we might need... maybe we need 2 blue fires in here. That would kind of suck. In Vanilla Ocarina of Time, you have to solve this block puzzle against the clock. So it's a... the clock block puzzle? No? He-ho. Don't remember how you get that silver rupee, but that's okay, because I'm saving it for just a second, because I know how to get this one over here, and I wouldn't want to get this one over here last anyway, because otherwise we'll be caught in a cutscene suspended over a pit of nothing, and then we'd die. And dying is not a fun time. Not that I would know, because I've never been to death. No, I don't know what to say to that. Oh, we can climb on these. Well, I thought so. For some reason, I thought we could only climb on these once they've been slid into place. Now, we're going to need to put one block over here so we can melt these ice things. We may need it as part of this block puzzle, though, because we need to push this block up and... we need to get that block into this gap here. Like this one down here. Unless there's like a Song of Time block or like a... something very Master Questy. Doesn't look like it. Maybe we'll have to do 2 passes of this room, because I feel like I should slide this here and then into that gap there. And then the other block to the left towards me now and then back down again. Because now that's a funny thing with block puzzles in video games. I like them about as much as the next person, i.e. not all that much. But when it comes to actually doing them, I'm not half bad at them. Like, many's the time I've watched other people Let's Play games that have had sliding block puzzles in, and I've been despairing like, no, you just had it, just do the thing, it's not that hard. And they're like, oh my god, this is like crazy with my brain space and I can't do the thing. And I'm like, yes you can! Yes you can! Just do it! Oh. Well, apparently I'm missing a silver rupee. Unless... no? Well, there's no way I can get up there in the same run, but if I leave the room and come back, then the silver rupees will respawn. But there's one that I've not got, apparently. It's not in that pit, is it? Like the one that I slid the block into, because I could have sworn I checked. I may have to reset this room and check, and if I'm wrong, then I'll just have to do this room again, and I won't force you lovely people to sit through it. But I remember there being some fuck to this room. I don't remember exactly how, or who, or when, but I'm sure it's a thing that happens. So I'll just reset the room, and if that doesn't do anything, then... I don't know, we'll see when I've solved the puzzle. Well, there is a silver rupee down here, but I could have sworn I already got it. So... yeah, I left the room, came back. Actually, as you'll notice, my health is full, and I got 2 blue fires because I went to, I used one of my fairies to make sure that I'd have enough blue fire to see me through this room. But also, that was kind of ironic. I got frozen, lost some health, and I regained it whilst I was frozen. That is kind of beautiful. Oh, I just realised there's one of every type of keys in here then, because there's ice keys, there's fire keys, there's normal keys, there's invisible keys. Now, can you just aggro on me, please, because I can't be asked getting out any projectiles to fight you, and come on. Die to my sword, please. Okay, fine, I'll play it your way, because this is like Burger King or some shit. And you could die. Yeah. Thing is, I feel like I'd still have to reset this room to get the blue fire to where it needs to be. So... I don't know what the deal is, really. See, I don't want to keep cutting, because I do hate it when people claim to be Let's Players, and then, they'll play through a game, and then they'll be like, oh, I can't do this, I'll just cut until I've done it, and they don't show the process of how it's done. I'd like to think that I've shown enough of the how it's done process to adequately demonstrate, yes, I know how to do this puzzle, it's just that showing it would take more time than is necessary. So I'd like to think that my cutting here and there is justified, but I'm still not going to do it too much. Now, I feel like bearing in mind, if you push these blocks, they'll slide until they can't slide anymore, and there's no way of getting a block down here so I can blue fire that red ice. But what I'm gambling on now is the silver rupees staying collected once I collect the last one. Because then I can leave the room and come back, and there's definitely no more silver rupees down here. Okay, thank you for clarifying. I'm relying on if the one in the red ice that I'm about to collect is indeed the last one in this room, I'm relying on it staying collected when I leave and come back to respawn the blocks in such a position that would allow me to blue fire my way into completing this room. You feel me? Okay, I'm glad we reached an understanding here. And also, I didn't remember that I needed blue fire for this room, it's just something that I remembered before I started recording, so it was a serendipitous coincidence, and I still wasted one of my fairies anyway, but that's okay because I'll restock it after I'm done in here. And the thing is, I feel like we don't really have enough time in this episode to do the next section of the castle as well, but then again I've got stuff to cut out, so I don't know. I'll make it a long episode, because there is something else I could leave the castle and do. But I don't want to break up the flow this early. Okay, so that's definitely the last silver rupee. I think that's locked into place now. But there's no way I can get up there. Like, if I use the blue fire down here, it won't seek up, as Nintendo Capri-Sun would put it, and melt that red ice. So what I'm going to rely on is the silver rupees staying collected when I respawn the room, because leaving the room, coming back, the keys will respawn, but so will the blocks. So, here's hoping. But, I don't know. Yes, my theory was correct. That's a really weird game mechanic they're hoping you'll exploit to solve this puzzle. In fact, that they expect you to exploit to solve this puzzle. The Master Quest team haven't been quite this presumptuous since the Great Deku Tree, you know, where we had to carry a lit Deku stick through a door, which the game never let you know you could do. So, I was recognised on TV Tropes for pointing that one out in this LP, so I'm grateful for that at least, but seriously, Master Quest, you expect too much of me. Anyway, restock my arrows and my magic, you fucker. Oh, don't give me magic then. Well, fine by me. See if I give a hooting, hollering fuck nugget. I don't know. By the power of integrity, I summon Ruto, Sage of Water.
The water barrier is dispelled! Hurry up!
See, now I'm not so sure, because, like, looking at the time, I feel like I could call it now, cut out the bits that are to be cut out, and have, like, a 15-minute episode with not too much progress and plenty of faff. But if I go into the next section now, then this episode might overrun, maybe? I don't know. What I shall do is grab another fairy and head into the fire room. And yeah, you can actually kind of see the outline of this door. That's kind of awesome. Oh, nuts flying every which way. I want to partake of exactly none of it. So, the fire room. Prior preparation. We are going to need the Goron tunic, because for some reason that room counts as a fire room, and also the hover boots will be beneficial, I believe. Beyond that, I don't remember exactly what's expected of us, but yeah, let's cram it into this episode and have a fantastic time. And where is the fire room? It is up there. I suspected as much. Shut up, nightstand. Yes, I may have mentioned before, I keep my microphone on a nightstand, which I'm resting on my bed, and occasionally the nightstand will creak. And so that's fun. Now, this room is stuff. It's another silver rupee fuck. Master Quest guaranteed to make you hate silver rupees. Or maybe that's just my experience of it, or at the very least, silver rupees when used in conjunction with lava. Because this lava, despite appearances, is insta-kill. Also, yeah, I had a feeling one of these platforms... No! 3 of these platforms sink, and this one bounces upwards instead for some reason. Link, can you get the rupee, please? But we're literally inside it. I should not have had to do that, you fuck. Right, where do we go from here? I should have used the hookshot. Regret. And just to confirm, it is only this one that rises up, the other ones don't. Like, of this batch of 4 anyway, this one shoots up and the other 3 don't. So, I mentioned before how this is one of the rooms that you can't do until you have the golden gauntlets. And, yep, I stand by that because these giant grey pillars, you may have noticed one blocking the light room as well. Yeah, those are kind of like the grey blocks that we needed the silver gauntlets to shift. They don't move unless you have the silver gauntlets. So, now I want to get kind of inland here because torch slugs will jump up and punch you in the face. Now, also the knockback is kind of a bitch. I don't know if we need the hover boots elsewhere in here, but I'm going to keep them on just in case because who needs traction? Now, this is the big banana behind getting the golden gauntlets. I was about to call them gold skull jewelers, that's not what they are. I'm done with them now. Not only can you lift these giant pillars, you can throw them in places, and they serve as platforms. So, yeah, I think there are 3 that appear in Vanilla Ocarina of Time, and 4 that appear in Master Quest, and you're looking at 2 of them now. And the one in Ocarina of Time, I think, is here. And I don't want to go for that one just yet, because I don't like where that's positioned. I think collecting all of the silver rupees activates a load of hookshot targets, or at least I'm hoping they do. Oh, of course that one would rise up. Why would it not? Well, at least this platform doesn't sink. It just goes left and right, so we can play basket bomb to our heart's content. Yes, that's right. Not our arse content. I could outsmart my own verbal tics when I try. Except I can't outsmart my own bombs, though. That was unpleasant. See, once again, I'm afraid of knockback if I get too close to the enemy. Which is a separate thing, I suppose. I don't like referring to, using enemy as a non-count noun, and referring to the enemy. I don't like that. That seems too belligerent. That implies that everyone is against you, and, no, the world doesn't work like that. And here's another pillar. Looks a bit smaller than the other one. Now, where does this one land? Because they land in places, and the platforms, and I think that one's just there to be there for its own sake, so that was kind of a waste, but there was a silver rupee underneath it, so everybody profits in the end. Everything comes down to poo. No, that was, I think that was Scrubs? Was that Scrubs? I don't remember. No! Ye gods, I hate the fire room. Okay, so I've had to redo it about 3 times, and so that pillar over there is reset. I need to get that silver rupee and that one there that's only gettable once you get all of the, once you get rid of that pillar. Let's see if I can snipe these torch slugs from here, because like I said, I don't like the notion of running onto that platform and risking hitting them and them hitting me back into the lava and having to redo this room again. But yes, I recall there being an episode of some hospital sitcom drama sitcom thing. I think it was Scrubs, but I don't know, because I'm not really into that sort of thing. It's just a thing that I remember. And there was an episode where it was a musical, because fuck you. I want to say the songs were written by Avenue Q, but I don't, that's not really based on anything, that's just, I feel like that's a thing that may have happened, and one of them was a song about how you can tell stuff from shit. I wouldn't know because I'm not a shit spurt. Oh, that sounds like diarrhea. You know, like a shit expert, a shit spurt, you know. Now, I suspect I may have to make another lap of this room just to get back over there. Unless, ooh. Yes, unless, ooh. End of sentence. I could grab onto this, ooh. And this platform here I discovered. What I was going to say is this platform rises up, which makes it easier to get onto that pillar, if it was still there, and get that silver rupee. My God, I forgot how much I hate this room. Simon, your quote for destroying the fire barrier had better be bloody worth it. Anyway, I've started talking now, so I may as well keep you in, and this'll justify the length of the episode, I'm sure. The thing is, the vanilla version isn't really all that better. It's just a different brand of frustrating. It's slightly different, but mostly the same. Now, can I do this without fucking up this time, please? Now, in the vanilla version, there is a platform in the middle, kind of, like sort of a walkway of sorts, where it slowly sinks into the lava, like, bit by bit at a time. But if you stand on it for too long, then it will sink, then that'll kill you and reset the room. But if you walk on it whilst wearing the hover boots, it won't sink. So that's just something to bear in mind if you're doing the vanilla version. That's a secondary plus point of using the butter shoes in here, because as it is, it's good for doing floaty shit, because we kind of need to do floaty shit in here. Because have you seen the shit that I'm having to pull just to get from, I was going to say ither to bither. Oh, thank fuck he grabbed the edge. I was so ready to have to redo this room against my will. Now please make this jump, because I've not got the best camera angle to work with here. Fully expecting to fail. There it goes! Okay, I'm gonna go for this silver rupee comparatively earlier this time. Just so if I fuck it up, I don't have to spend quite as long redoing the rest of the room, and holy shit, I did it. Okay, so that just leaves the silver rupee up there, which I've been getting first up until now, and the one that's under that pillar there, and I'll just spare you the agony and meet you back here. Well, not on this platform, fuck this platform, but I'll just see you when I succeed. Okay, the margin of possibility of me fucking up now is slim enough for me to be confident in my ability to complete the room from here, on the assumption that getting all the silver rupees raises hookshot targets. Yeah, maybe that's hand-holdy, maybe that's pandering, but I think I've earned it. Because, yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Now, by the way, I think I mentioned before, earlier in this project, that these hookshot targets, it took me until the remake to realise that those were rings. I would say ring pieces, but, anus. But that they were rings on the hookshot targets, rather than... I thought they were just these weird, ominous eye statue things. But no, there's like an actual ring that the hookshot hooks onto. It does remind me, there's something that I kind of wanted to show off in Goron City that pertains to this, sort of, where I believe it was the first ever hookshot target that Child Me saw, and wow, that was an interesting shot, Link, I'll give you credit there. But, well, since I'll be taking a break to go back to Kakariko Village, I see no harm in swinging by Goron City on my return journey when I'm faffing about between doing the first half of this dungeon and doing the second half. You know, when I go off to get the blue potion, I'm rambling because that was shit. By the power of bravery, I summon Darunia, the Sage of Fire.
The fire barrier is dispelled! Hurry up, brother!
This room extended my recording by 20 minutes. I fucking hate the fire room, and I am so glad that I finished it. Oh wow, I've stressed myself into deafness in my left ear. This is literally just as I started saying that happened. Not completely deaf, just slight ringing. Well, that's for me to worry about. So, I have been, and will continue to be, Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next episode we're going to take on the forest room, and then the light room, and then we'll see what we're left with. So, yeah, this has been a definition of fun. And I'll go and heal, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice life, or at least have a nicer time than I just did. Hey.